What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Oscar De La Hoya, Eddie Hearn. Get this hilarious. Now, Oscar De La Hoya tweeted this to Eddie Hearn. He said, hashtag Lonesome Eddie. Top rank will not work with you. PBC thinks you're a joke, and we all know how I feel about you. Oscar, Oscar, Oscar. However, Eddie Hearn immediately responds. Hearn shot back pretty quickly. He said, do you remember when you flew into New York begging to sign Berlanga? Watch him live on DAZN tonight, you fucking idiot. And I swear, let me counterpunch. These guys are going back and forth. They've went back and forth for a very long time. When Canelo took the L to Bivol, and of course Joshua took the L to Alexander Usyk, there was Oscar De La Hoya sidelining, side-hating, participating in the fuckery. And let me counterpunch. We all know that two's better than one. We got these guys, Oscar De La Hoya and Eddie Hearn. Oscar just turned 50, I believe. Hearn in his early to mid 40s. And they're both with DAZN. And it just shows you that Oscar De La Hoya really needs to calm down. He needs to calm down. He needs to stop feeling like he's in danger of being overshadowed or looked over or took over. You know, I think he feels that Eddie Hearn is a threat because he's able to come from another market and then impose his will on the American one. You know, before Oscar De La Hoya was the man, but see, here's the thing. Oscar De La Hoya has been losing fighters for a very long time over the years. It's not like he's had this big conglomerate and then all of a sudden, here comes Eddie. No, you know, you had Al Heyman. Al Heyman took part in taking a lot of his people away from him, like Danny Garcia, Errol Spence, Deontay Wilder, and more, okay? They were once upon a time with Golden Boy. So if Oscar is still damaged from someone else taking his fighters, you know, he shouldn't take it out on the current person that has signed one of the people that he wanted to invest in, which is Berlanga. And we know Berlanga and Munguia would do well, and we know Munguia has flaws. We do know that Berlanga has flaws. So together, those guys that have the flaws that they have, two offensive-minded guys, two powerhouses, one from Puerto Rico, one from Mexico, when you have fights like that happen, you have a spectacle. You have a treat. You have an event that you will never forget, okay? Why do you think guys like Mickey Ward and Arturo Gatti was so impactful? That gives you chill bumps every time you think of it. It's because these guys weren't the very best. They weren't the defensively sounded fighters. They were the guys that loved to fight. They brought passion, they brought heart, and they brought action into the ring. And Oscar De La Hoya, sitting on a grudge, can very well jeopardize this whole opportunity to make another classic fight happen. We all seen Sergey Deverenchenko and Jaime Munguia. But I don't think that he would dare put Sergey back in there with his boy, okay? Munguia admitted that that was the hardest fight that he's ever been in his whole career. And we saw that it was times, thanks for the referee, okay? It's his, you know, it's his discretion on what happens in that fight, but that fight could have been stopped. Yes, he got that body shot at the 12th round, and that's what saved the fight for him, I believe, but nonetheless, you know, Oscar De La Hoya needs to really start giving his fighter some competition, and he doesn't always need to work in-house. He needs to go outsource to make those fights possible, especially a fighter that he wanted to sign. So you can't stay butthurt, damaged, timid forever. You can't do that and still call yourself a businessman. Okay? You're a businessman of supposedly professional intrigue, but now it just seems like you're acting more like Bob Arum. You're taking everything personally. You're taking cheap shots like like a feminine traded person would do. Okay, that's very feminine what he's doing. And Eddie's like, hey, come on, Oscar, you wanted to sign this guy, so why are you mad about Berlanga? You're happy that you don't want to work with me because you wanted to sign a guy that I got, or a guy that chose to be with me. It's absolutely hilarious, but then again, it's sad at the same time because this is jealousy through and through because Oscar De La Hoya is afraid that Eddie Hearn is going to take what he had. However, he's going to end up being jealous to being envious because he's going to want what Eddie Hearn has. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Oscar De La Hoya battling, trading war of words with Eddie Hearn. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!